The year is 2024, a pivotal moment in American history. America stands at a crossroads, facing decisions that will shape its future for generations to come. The future hangs in the balance, with every second ticking away. On one side, Donald Trump, the fiery former president seeking a return to power, promising to restore his vision of America. On the other, Kamala Harris, the incumbent vice president, vying to make history as the first female president, advocating for progressive change. The 2024 U.S. presidential election promises a showdown for the ages, a clash of ideologies, values, and visions for the future, a battle for the soul of a nation, where every belief and principle is put to the test. The stakes have never been higher, with the outcome set to define the nation's path. The world watches with bated breath, aware that the decision will ripple across the globe. The outcome will have profound and lasting consequences, not just for America, but for the entire globe, influencing international relations and global policies. Will it be a return to Trump's brand of populist nationalism, with its promises of economic revival and strong borders? Or will Harris usher in a new era of progressive leadership, focusing on social justice, climate change, and equality? The answer lies in the hands of the American people. The race is tight. Polls fluctuate wildly. Every vote will count. Every voice will matter. The power of democracy is in their hands. This is not just an election. It's a defining moment. It's a referendum on the very essence of America, a test of its values, its resilience, and its future direction. Political analysts are working overtime. Data crunches endlessly, with every new piece of information feeding into complex algorithms. Prediction models offer glimpses into the future, but the picture remains murky, clouded by the sheer unpredictability of human behavior. Alan Lichtman, the renowned historian with his 13 Keys to the White House, sees a Harris victory. His method, based on historical patterns, has been a reliable guide. His keys have accurately predicted every election since 1984, a remarkable track record that has earned him much respect. But this time, something feels different. The usual indicators seem less certain, the data more volatile. Nate Silver, the statistical guru of 538, leans towards a Trump win. His model, known for its precision, is closely watched. His model relies heavily on polling data and demographic trends, which have been shifting rapidly. Yet, even Silver admits, this election is unlike any other. The variables are more numerous, the stakes higher. The models can only go so far. They are tools, not crystal balls. They cannot fully capture the raw emotion, the deep divisions, the unpredictable nature of this contest. The human element remains elusive. The truth is, nobody knows for sure. Predictions are just educated guesses. The experts can analyze, the pundits can pontificate, but the only poll that matters is the one on election day. The final decision lies with the voters. The electoral map is a patchwork of red and blue, but a handful of states, the battlegrounds, will decide the fate of the nation. Pennsylvania, with its blue-collar workers and suburban swing voters. Arizona, rapidly changing and increasingly diverse. Georgia, a state on the cusp of a political realignment. Both campaigns are pouring resources into these crucial states. Rallies draw massive crowds. Television screens are saturated with political ads. Every vote is fiercely contested. The air crackles with anticipation. The pressure is immense. In these battlegrounds, the election will be won or lost. Every door knocked on, every phone call made, every conversation had could tip the scales. The fate of the nation rests on a knife's edge. The Black community, a cornerstone of the Democratic coalition, holds immense power in this election. Their turnout, particularly in key battleground states, could prove decisive. Kamala Harris, the daughter of Jamaican and Indian immigrants, carries the hopes and aspirations of many Black Americans. Her candidacy represents a watershed moment in American history. The potential to inspire a new generation of voters. But historical voter suppression efforts cast a long shadow. Ensuring equal access to the ballot box is paramount. The Black vote is not monolithic. There are diverse viewpoints and priorities within the community. But one thing is certain, their voices will resonate loudly in this election. Section 5. Young Voters. The future is now. A new generation is finding its political voice. Young voters, more diverse and tech-savvy than ever before, are poised to make their mark on this election. They are deeply concerned about climate change, social justice, and economic inequality. They are less tethered to traditional party lines, more likely to be swayed by candidates who address their concerns. Both Harris and Trump must work to engage this crucial demographic. Ignoring them could be a fatal mistake. The future belongs to the youth. Their energy, their idealism, their vision for a better tomorrow could very well determine the outcome of this election. Section 6. The Gender Divide, a Tale of Two Americas. The gender gap in American politics has never been wider. Women, particularly suburban women, are increasingly turned off by Trump's rhetoric and policies. They are a crucial voting bloc, and their support for Harris could be decisive. But Trump still commands a loyal following among white, working-class women. The battle for the hearts and minds of women voters is fierce. Issues like reproductive rights, healthcare, and the economy are front and center. The gender divide reflects a deeper chasm in American society, a nation grappling with its identity, its values, its future. The 2024 election will be a referendum on the role of women in American society. Section 7. The Fight for Every Vote, a Nation Divided. The 2024 election is more than just a contest between two candidates. It's a pivotal moment in American history. It's a battle for the soul of America, a struggle to define its future. A nation deeply divided along political, racial, and ideological lines where every opinion seems to clash. The fight for every vote is intense. Every vote is precious, carrying the weight of countless hopes and dreams. Every vote represents a voice, a hope, a dream. It symbolizes the power of democracy. Both campaigns are pulling out all the stops, leaving no stone unturned. Get out the vote efforts are in full swing, mobilizing communities across the nation. But concerns about voter suppression and election integrity loom large, casting a shadow over the process. The stakes are incredibly high. The tension is palpable, felt in every corner of the country. The outcome of this election will have profound consequences for generations to come, shaping the nation's path. It will determine the direction of the country, the future of democracy, and the very fabric of American society, influencing how we live and govern ourselves. Section 8. The clock is ticking, brace for impact. The countdown is on. The final days of the campaign are a blur of rallies, speeches, and last-minute appeals. The tension is almost unbearable. The world holds its breath. The American people prepare to render their verdict. On November 5th, 2024, America will go to the polls. The outcome is far from certain. The only thing we know for sure is that the aftershocks of this election will be felt for years to come. Buckle up, America. It's going to be a bumpy ride.